r/rules horror. Posted by you/APersonWhomReddits. Rules to survive Loren Sanders. Hello to whoever may be reading this message. Congrats to surviving your first day in this house. Now that you are well rested and have, hopefully, stayed away from the closet, though, looking back at it now, I don't think you would be alive if you opened it. Now you must face off against someone I once considered family. You must deal with my mother, Loren Sanders. I still miss her after all these years. Please be careful, as she is much more dangerous at night. It is not safe to open the door now. Only my family can do that. 1. After waking up, it will not be daytime, the room will be dimmer than before, but your lights will be on. This means that she is awake. On the desk across the room from the bed should be a tablet. Someone managed to put up security cameras in all of the rooms before being torn to shreds. 2. Loren is a tall, thin, and bony woman standing at about 8 feet in height. She has no eyes, only a large, gaping mouth. Oftentimes, you will see her wearing a torn, bloodied, and tear-stained wearing dress. If she is wearing anything else, hide. 3. If you see/hear Loren crying, she is remembering what life used to be like. Don't try to approach/talk her, she is aggressive in this state and will remove your eyes the same way father did to her. 4. If Loren brings food to your room, it would be in your best interest to eat it. There are no adverse effects caused by it and it is actually quite delicious, you just don't want to piss her off. 5. If you see her curled up and shrieking, father has returned before he is supposed to. Don't bother trying to see him on the cameras, they can't detect him. You should hide it. This happens. He doesn't like visitors, even in death, he still finds ways to ruin my life. The closet's locks are getting weaker. Just let me out. 6. Loren may attempt to communicate with you. Answer every question as truthfully as you possibly can. She knows most of the answers already, but she wants to test your honesty. She was a little bit of a perfectionist. 7. You may find her staring directly at you from the corner of the room, though she has no eyes. Do not look at where her eyes would be. The father will get jealous. Just ignore her if you can. If you are feeling lonely, give the basement a visit. You'll love it there. 8. If you hear her breathing right behind you, do not move. Do not try to hide as the instant you get up, she will kill you. 8a. If you hear breathing behind you but you can see her on the cameras, it is too late for you. The closet has opened too early and he has escaped. Let's hope that happens soon. I'm so lonely in here. 9. The minute you hear the sound of a door slamming, turn off all your lights and go to sleep. My mom, and eventually other members of my family, have gone to bed. You will have 20 minutes to act like you are sleeping and another hour to actually fall asleep. After this time passes they will wake up and kill any creature that is awake in the house. I hope that you heed this note carefully, as you will need to follow these for the following nights along with any other provided rules for different members of my family. Don't worry, there will be a chance to escape soon. Sincerely. Someone you can trust. You will soon learn that all is not as it seems. #I##DH and I have much more in common than you may believe. See you very soon. Hey everybody. Quick little writer's note updating you all on what is to come later down the line in this series. As you may know, this is the 4th part of my series. That makes this the longest, and only, series I have ever made. I just want to say that I will hopefully begin uploading stories much faster than I used to, though I still have no plan for a consistent upload schedule, but I will try to make another part within the next couple of days. Anyways, bye for now and thank you so much for reading. Hello again to whoever is reading/listening to this. I suppose that you managed to survive Loren Sanders, my mother. And, as always, you have decided not to open the closet yet. Now, this time, you will face a much more dangerous individual. Someone who, even before all of this happened, I never considered family. He is someone I despised with every fiber of my being. My father, Richard Chamberlain. You must survive his wrath and his many watching eyes alongside dealing with Loren. I hope you have a good memory. Your life depends on it. 1. Richard is a bulky, tall man standing at about 7'6". He has very long, gray hair that covers his entire face. The hair is full of the eyes that he has collected from the many previous people who ended up in this place. Do not look at them for too long, unless you want to join them. How do you think Loren lost hers? He was always very watchful. 2. Richard is rather stupid, but don't let that get to your head. His brutish nature and manipulative actions more than make up for it. 3. He also has very long arms with metallic claws for hands. If he ever manages to scratch you with these hands, lay down in the bed and hope that the dogs aren't hungry and that they didn't smell your blood. 4. You may hear violent, pained screaming coming from one of the rooms in the house. Do not open the door and do not, for any reason, look on the cameras of that room. He is angry with Loren and he doesn't like to have any witnesses. 4a. You should be able to see him on the cameras from now on. You couldn't see him last time because he wasn't supposed to show up if he did. 5. If you see an eye in your room at any time, quickly smash it and hide. Losing a part of his collection will send him into a blind rage. The screams from Rule 4th may become much louder when he is like this. Don't let him find you. 6. There is a small chance that he may personally visit your room. If he does this, keep your head down and your eyes facing the floor. Constantly praise that narcissistic bastard, him, and accept anything he says as fact and do not argue with him. Last time I argued with him he beat me within an inch of my life. Like I said, he was a horrible person. He is a special kind of monster who deserves to suffer every punishment imaginable for his actions. 7. Like Loren, he will attempt to ask you questions. Unlike Loren, you must lie to him. He will ask you where you live, where your friends live, and other personal information. You don't want your friends and family to end up here, do you? 8. Using the cameras, make sure there is plenty of alcohol in the kitchen. If you are lucky, there may be enough to keep Richard from bothering you for an entire night. If there is not any alcohol and you see him heading towards your room, hide. Once again, follow Rule 3 if there is not enough alcohol in the kitchen. It should be restocked by tomorrow. 9. In the near future, you will come across his 2 children. Of the foe, 3 brothers that live in that house, they are the easiest to deal with. I will give you further instructions on them at a later time, even though time doesn't really make sense here. When you encounter them, do not harm them. This will make Richard more enraged than if you destroyed one of his eyes, and hiding will not work this time. This should be all you need to know about Richard. He will be a big problem for a while, but you just might survive. Remember that these notes will save your life. So please make sure to remember these rules. Sincerely, someone you can trust. The closet is getting weaker. See you in 3 days. Writer's note, sorry that I didn't upload this sooner like I said I would. My upload schedule is non-existent and I can never confirm when I will upload. I have been trying to go outside more to get in better shape, so I haven't had a lot of time. Either way, criticism is always appreciated as I am always trying to improve my writing. I hope you are all enjoying my series so far. Bye for now. Congratulations, you somehow managed to survive both Loren and Richard. But you're not out of the woods quite yet. Now you have to face the youngest of the foe, 3 children that live in house number 7628. You must now deal with Jean Paul Chamberlain, the only one of my brothers that I ever liked. We will address the other one soon enough. Jean Paul is by far the least dangerous of the children in the house, similar to Loren. However, once again, he is still more than capable of causing bodily harm with his many branches. He was always my favorite. Jean Paul Chamberlain is one of the strangest in terms of appearance. He bears resemblance to a small child ranging between the ages of 6 and 9 years. The biggest difference, however, is that he has numerous species of plants growing out of his back. Among these plants are branches, vines, thorn bushes, flowers, and an abundance of the gimpy plant. I would highly suggest not touching those, along with several poisonous insects that he calls his friends. Gimpy makes for an excellent torture device. 2. Do not make Jean Paul sad, and especially don't make him cry. Whatever his friends do to you will pale in comparison to what Loren will do. 3. If you hear the sound of a child laughing, hide. 3a. If you begin to hear indecipherable voices, ignore them. They are the same voices from the path you took to reach this house. Let them play with you, ignore the laughter and follow the voices. 4. He will normally be found in the only other bedroom camera in the house. If you see him slamming his head into the wall repeatedly while screaming "Stop looking at me," turn off the camera and hide. He was showing his true form and he hates it when people look at him when he is like that. 5. If he enters your room and asks you to play a game, pay close attention to what game he wants you to play, and pray he does not want to play hide and seek. 5a. If he wants to play a board game of some kind, you are lucky. He likes you and has given you time to rest. All actions from the residents of the house will cease until you finish the game. This includes them going to sleep, so don't try and prolong the game. 5b. If he says he wants to play video games with you, He will take you to his favorite arcade/pizza place/rip-off Chuck E. Cheese. The rules for that place will be there when you get there. This will be the only way to escape the house earlier than you are supposed to and make it to the safe haven. 5C. If Jean Paul does decide to play hide and seek, and he makes you the seeker, you must find him somewhere in your room. He could be literally anywhere, in the camera screen, in a painting, or just hidden behind the lamp. Find him before he gets bored and decides you're not fun enough for him. 5D. If he chooses you to be the hider, I am so sorry, because you will never be found. Hide and seek was always fun. I just wish I wasn't stuck in the closet when he chose someone to be the hider. 6. The cameras may begin changing randomly, that is just Jean Paul messing with you. Just look up at the ceiling and shout, "Wada swapa, shuta fukupa." Repeat this until the cameras stop changing. 7. If you hear a tapping sound coming from the walls, go outside of the room and let the dogs take you. It is much less painful unless you don't find being impaled by vines and branches in places that will cause you great pain, but won't kill you, to not be painful. It doesn't matter though because 8. If you hear a child's voice coming from all around you saying "I can see you" in a sing-song voice, give him one of your eyes. He is asking for a sacrifice to give to Richard. Even monsters have something to fear. 9. He has always maintained a strong bond with the one in the closet. Sincerely. Someone you can trust. The locks are breaking, giving in. See you in 2 days. Writer's note: I once again hope you enjoyed the latest part of my series, which I will now call the Sondo Azul Country Club series. I am glad that I was able to write this part so quickly after the last one, and I, personally, am really enjoying where this story is going. Bye for now, and see you in the next part.